There are two stories, both from Marvel Comics, that have been credited as the first expanded universe story over the years. One is New Planets, New Perils from Star Wars number 7, the first issue after the Star Wars adaptation. The second is The Keeper's World, started in Pizzazz number 1. Both stories are written by Roy Thomas with artwork by Howard Chaykin. Let's take a quick look at both of these tales before diving into the detail about which actually came first. In Star Wars number 7, Han Solo and Chewbacca say goodbye to Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia Organa as they depart the Rebel base on Yavin 4 with their treasure aboard the Millennium Falcon. Not long afterwards, they are captured by Crimson Jack and his pirate gang, who take the treasure but let Han and Chewie go free. With no credits to pay off Jabba the Hutt, the pair land on Abdullah III. In a situation reminiscent of the Magnificent Seven, a priest wants to bury a cyborg on Spacer's Hill, which some townsfolk object to. In the Magnificent Seven, it is a Native American that is in need of burial at Boot Hill, which some members of the town oppose. Han and Chewie intervene and forcefully convince the townsfolk to let the cyborg be buried in the cemetery, not unlike the actions taken by Chris Adam and Vin Tanner, Yul Brynner and Steve McQueen's characters in the Magnificent Seven. After the deed is done, Han and Chewie unwind at a local cantina where they are approached by a trio of peasants from a nearby village in need of protection. Pizzazz was Marvel's version of Scholastic's Dynamite magazine, a periodical devoted to pop culture that was aimed at children. Pizzazz number 1 through 9 contains the Keeper's World storyline, and each issue devotes 3 pages to that tale. The first page in Pizzazz number 1 has an opening similar to the Abdullah III tale in Star Wars number 7, except here it is Luke, Leia, C-3PO, and R2-D2 who are leaving Yavin 4 instead of Han and Chewie. Luke and Leia are traveling to another Rebel base in the Akira system, with R2-D2 providing navigation and C-3PO on board to act as a translator for other droids when they reach the system. Unfortunately, they learn that not all the repairs to R2-D2 after the attack on the Death Star were completed properly, and they come out of hyperspace too soon. Their small craft emerges from hyperspace in the middle of an Imperial Star Destroyer fleet. I wrote Roy Thomas back in 2017 to ask him which was published first, and he wrote back, "Sorry, but I have no idea which went on sale first. I'd have thought I probably wrote Star Wars number 7 first. That wouldn't mean it would necessarily go on sale first. They were intended to be happening at more or less the same time." Not surprisingly, many years and many comics later, Roy Thomas does not remember which was published first. Even so, I appreciate his response and other details he provided. Both stories do seamlessly fit together as planned. At the time I asked Roy Thomas, I recall Wikipedia did not have the release dates for the 1977 Star Wars issues like it does today. We know the correct release dates for both these issues from Comic Reader number 148 and 149. Comic Reader was a fanzine that closely followed comic releases and included accurate on-sale dates for most books of the era it was published. Comic Reader number 148 shows that Pizzazz number 1 was released on September 27, 1977, with a cover date of October 1977. Wikipedia shows the release date as simply October 1977, which is incorrect. Comic Reader number 149 shows Star Wars number 7 was released on October 11, 1977, with a cover date of January 1978. This corresponds with the date shown on Wikipedia. Based on the information, Pizzazz number 1 has the distinction of being the first original comic material published, as well as the first expanded universe story. This does not diminish the importance of Star Wars number 7 in the least. While it was not published first, it is the first original Star Wars comic book and was written before the comic pages that appeared in Pizzazz number 1 according to Roy Thomas. Star Wars number 7 and Pizzazz number 1 are both an important part of Star Wars comic history, and both are worthy of inclusion into a fan's collection. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe so I can bring you more content, and please leave a comment below.